Hey guys, and welcome to day 91 of my Verse of the Day series. Today's verse of the day will be Hebrews chapter 12, verse 11. It says, "For the moment all discipline seems painful rather than pleasant, but later it yields the peaceful fruit of righteousness to those who have been trained by it." And what I feel like I get from this verse is that when things require effort, they're not fun a lot of the time. When you're trying to get better at something, when you're trying to better yourself, it takes time, it takes effort, it takes putting in effort above the minimum. And whenever we have to go outside of the minimum, we're going outside of our comfort zone where it's easy, where life, we don't have to do much to be in our comfort zone. But when we have to expand outside of that again, just like the comfort zone, when you get outside of it, now you're uncomfortable. Now it's not as fun. It's not as effortless. You have to put in more to it. And as it says, discipline seems painful rather than pleasant for the moment. When you go and play a sport, when you go and learn a trade, when you go and try and just learn something new, it takes time. You don't know it right away. It takes time, it takes effort, it takes long nights, it takes blood, sweat, tears, all these things. We've always heard that it takes blood, sweat, and tears. And it says it is for the moment painful rather than pleasant. It seems that way. But you read the second half of the verse, but later it yields the peaceful fruit of righteousness to those who have been trained by it. And I take this, for example, reading your word every day. I've been doing this for almost 2 years now, where I've read something from my Bible every day. But when I first started, it was the hardest thing to continuously do. It seemed easy the first few days, but then once I started trying to read it every day, and I realized, man, I used to do all these other things instead of read my word, and now I have life going on, I got school, I got sports, and sometimes it's hard to stay disciplined. But the thing about discipline is once you build it, once you have grown it, like for example, reading your word every day, then it becomes second nature. It doesn't take effort. It gets to your comfort zone now, where you can do this without having to think about it, without having to, push that crazy effort into it. Now, there are days where sometimes it's pushed back down outside of your comfort zone. Some days it's harder to do, but when you have built discipline, you have got something out of it. For example, the peaceful fruit of righteousness to those who have been trained by it. When you train your body to be disciplined, you now have control over it. I hope you guys got